My name is Stephanie Maslow Blackman, and I'm the CEO and head metalsmith at Metalicious. The name Metalicious, I'm a total nerd. I was an English major, and I love playing with words. So my kids have like 800 nicknames each because I'm always playing with their names and the way I say their names. So when I was coming up with the name for Metalicious, I was just thinking about how jewelry makes me feel. Exquisite jewelry is just delicious. And I love working with metal, so Metalicious. I got started making jewelry in a really unique way. I call it my tin can story because I was in a boring job that I hated and I was looking for something where I could work with my hands. So I went to take a pottery class at the local art school, but it was full. So I said, well, what else do you have? They said, we have jewelry making and metalsmithing. From the minute I was holding this torch and I was able to use fire and I was doing art and science and it was all coming together, I knew that that was what I was meant to do. So in the very first class, I made out of a flat piece of copper, I formed a can just using a hammer and this flat piece of copper. And I keep that shape, that can, with some of my tools in it on my desk, so I always remember where I came from. 2 years later, I finally took the leap and quit my job and started working for a small jewelry designer. After I did some work for this smaller jewelry company, I started working for a larger manufacturer, and they sent me all over the world. I got to travel to India and Hong Kong and China and Thailand, and I got to work with model makers and designers all over the world to create collections for this company. And it was amazing, and I learned so much there. And a lot of my jewelry now is inspired from that time period when I was doing all this international traveling, and I got to see the designs, the architecture, the temples, the beautiful colors. A lot of that just kind of went into my blender of a brain and comes out through my hands and my design. So when I had my first son, I decided I didn't want to do all the traveling anymore and I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. So I decided to, again, quit my job, and I started Metalicious out of a little tiny corner of my bedroom in New York City. So I would make jewelry while Asher was sleeping during his nap time, and I would sell it on weekends at craft fairs. It was awesome to meet my customers in person and to really get their feedback, and it was just a great, great time. And then I started selling online and my company started growing. So now I have my own studio. I don't know, it's my happy place. I love coming here every day where I can do what I love to earn a living for my family. This is the can from the tin can story.